Before this video starts, I have a special announcement to make regarding this channel. We have just hit 45 subscribers! Why do I sound so excited? 45 is like nothing compared to other YouTubers. Anyways, I'm just happy because it matches my channel name. Okay, that's enough. On with the video. Hello everybody, this is Mark45 Studios here. Oh yeah, by the way, I have selected the first order for the Last Jedi season event. Join me on the first order, let's dominate the resistance. Today is the release day for the Last Jedi DLC for Star Wars Battlefront 2. The actual movie for the Last Jedi isn't out yet. I think it's out on the 15 or 16, I don't know. The season for Star Wars Battlefront 2 is out right now. Go try it out if you haven't yet. But unfortunately, due to my busy schedule, I won't be able to film any gameplay of on Crait, the new heroes, etc. And Overwatch also has a new update, the Winter Wonderland and the new Yeti Hunter mode. I heard it's pretty good. I will probably record some videos of it during the weekend or something, because right now I'm currently very busy. It's almost Christmas break though, so that would definitely give me a lot more time. So we're going to talk about what the Last Jedi DLC has given us for Battlefront 2. And yes, in the background, you are looking at gameplay of Phasma and Finn, which was pre-recorded a few, probably by this time last few hours ago or something. I don't really have a chance to make a video on it yet, so I just played some off camera and use it as background gameplay for this video. So, first off, for The Last Jedi, it's on December 13th, kicking off with playable characters, Finn for the Resistance, Captain Phasma for the First Order, and it has brought in the new Galactic Assault map, Crait, and the new Starfighter Assault map, Dakar. I think Dakar is, the planet where the Resistance base is located. Once you log in, they will give you a crate for everything. You have 6 crates awaiting you, I think. They have one for they have a first order, or they have crate depending on what faction you chose. I did the first order, so I had a first order crate. They also have a specialist crate, officer crate, a heavy crate, and assault crate waiting for you just to open. I think they contain like common cards, but my first order crate actually got an epic card for enforcer class, so that's pretty good. So if this is your chance to get lots of goodies, go open those 6 free crates. I'm slowly building my credits and my crafting parts. And if you're wondering if you're going to be grinding credits to buy Finn and Captain Phasma, you don't need to, because Finn and Captain Phasma are free. That's right, you don't need to use any credits to buy them, so for a person like me, I'm just going to keep grinding credits to get the rest of the heroes, like Vader, Palpatine, Chewbacca, etc. Anyways, before we go off topic here, we're going to talk about Crait, which is the new Galactic Assault map. It has an attacking and defending force, obviously. In the first phase, the Resistance will have to take out 2 First Order AT-ACTs, I forgot what they're called, or the Guerrilla Walkers. Basically, AT-AT ripoff. They have to take out 2 of the walkers before they reach the Resistance base, so very similar to the Battle of Hoth. And then for the Resistance, they have the brand new ski speeders. You know, those pod racing vehicles that leave a huge trail of red smoke. It's very similar to the Theed and Hoth maps. For the Resistance, they need to launch ion disruptors at the AT-ATs to disable them. And the ski speeders have to chip away their health. I know Crait is really flat. It's a super flat map, perfect for specialists. But there are multiple tunnels and trenches. So I guess there's a bunch of cover, just a little bit of cover, and hopefully a little more. Next stage of Crait is where the Resistance will have to defend a key checkpoint in their mining base, and they have to evacuate before the First Order can capture them. And the ski speeders won't be available at this time, obviously, because it takes the battle indoors. You can also place AT-SD walkers can use in the first phase and the second phase. But I think the third phase, all vehicles will be disabled. Yeah, and then after that, I think the third phase is when they have to evacuate. And then the second phase, they had to hold a mining point. Now we're going to talk about the heroes, Phasma and Finn. These guys have been announced since the release of, actually no, before the release of the game. So everybody was well aware that they will be here in the Last Jedi DLC. And so I'm just going to go over their abilities and what they're capable of doing, and in the background gameplay, as you can see, I am playing either as Finn or Phasma, and dying many times, because I made the AI's health too large. So we're going to start with Finn, of course, because Finn, you know, here, good guys always start with the good guys first. So, first off, Finn has a standard rifle. I don't memorize names for blasters, so please tell me what it is called in the comments down below. His first ability is called Deadeye, which is literally the exact same name as McCree's ultimate ability in Overwatch, but the ability is different, because Finn's Deadeye ability is equivalent to Soldier 76's Tactical Visor ability in Overwatch, where basically it has a marking on all nearby enemies that are in front of you, and you're guaranteeing have every bolt or every bullet hitting them. His second ability is called Big Deal, I think it was called. And where it just basically buffs his health and increases or gets some of his health back. Quick regeneration, perfect for healing in case you need to run away or anything. Keep in mind though, if you have a big deal on, when you're healing, you cannot run. Because I've found this out many times. When I heal, I can't really run, so I have to end up jumping and rolling, which obviously is not good enough, resulting in my death. His last ability is called the Undercover Team. Basically, is where he activates this aura. He takes out a pistol. In the aura, his allies, it will affect his allies as well. He goes undetected, and anyone else that's in it, so it won't show up on mini-maps for the enemy team. They won't be able to locate him. And at the same time, when you have that ability on, it shows you the highlights of enemies that are nearby. So perfect ability for flanking and sneaking up behind enemy lines and just taking them on by surprise with your pistol. And if you combine that with Big Deal, then oh boy. Or you combine Big Deal or Deadeye, then you're probably gonna play really well as Finn. Next up, we have Captain Phasma, which is the villain. The new villain for the Last Jedi DLC. She has been a villain I've wanted to play for a very long time. And I have to say, when I first played as her for the first time, I was a little bit disappointed, but before I tell you that, I'm going to tell you her abilities. She has her Staff Strike, which is her infamous fencing stick. She only has 3 of those, just like Luke's Saber Rush, and I believe it was Yoda's Force Push Radius. Basically, what this does, where she takes out her huge staff or fencing stick, like I like to call it, and she just twirls, do a ballerina twirl, and then smack the enemy. I think it one-shots officers and specialists. Assault will bring them down to teeny tiny health. For heavy, I think it's a 2-shot for heavies. It's slow, keep in mind, when she has to switch her animation from putting the staff away and taking out her rifle again. So, have your timing right, but this ability is a perfect way to counter any lightsaber wielders such as Rey or Luke. Her next ability is a First Order Sentry droid, where she puts in a small droid that can shoot and kill enemies. And it also supplies you with extra charges and extra health in case you ever need it. So the Sentry droid is basically an all-purpose droid. Keep in mind though, just like turrets, you can self-destruct it. So whenever you want to get rid of it, smack your wrist and then it will explode. And yes, the explosion will damage enemies that are near it. And her last ability is Survivor, where similar to Finn, she buffs herself, making her extremely tanky, healed, and potentially when you're at very low health. So, I figure out since Staff Strike was slow, which is the one thing I didn't like about Phasma, which is why I was disappointed about. But what I would do is, I have the Survivor on, which I give myself the health, and then I'll just go in and smack everybody with the staff, because that also stuns the enemy if it doesn't kill them. It's so good, and if you do stun them, you just finish them off by, shooting them. And I will probably have the sentry droid behind me, backing me up, in case I run into situations, my droid can finish them, to finish the enemies off. So that is pretty much it. That is everything that has been included in The Last Jedi season. Make sure you're doing your challenges for your faction, and if you're doing the event, and if you haven't joined yet, Join me in the First Order. Let's hope we will dominate the Resistance, and make sure to open your 6 free crates that are waiting for you when you log in, because those will grant you extremely good, like my epic card for my Enforcer class. I was pretty happy to get that. Also, the campaign, I forgot to mention, and the campaign has an extension. It's called Resurrection. It's new chapter. I probably won't try it yet, because I want to cover the Overwatch Winter Wonderland as well first, and the Last Jedi season, so I have both of these in my mind. So like the Heroes, Crait, and the Galactic Assault map. I want to try those first, and then after I will do the campaign extension, Resurrection. So, now that you have that in mind, now you know what's gonna come. And thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you have a good clue what Finn and Phasma are looking like based on this background gameplay. I hope I didn't say anything wrong. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.